guys, I hope you're doing well today. I'm Taffany and I want to welcome you to Tika's Gardens. Today I'm going to be working in the front garden planting coleus, and there's going to be some seed plantings in the vegetable garden. I'm going to be planting cabbage and broccoli today. So it's just going to be a video of random things. So let's get started. Hey, pretty. So guys, this is the coleus that I got. I put red coleus in my front garden last year and I wanted to duplicate that again this year because I thought it was really pretty and everyone seemed to like it as well. So we're going to plant the red coleus. We're going to trim up the lantana that is up here. You can see little sprouts there, so it's starting to come up. So I am going to prune it and get these coleus planted and just enjoy my morning gardening. All right, guys. Well, I am all done with pruning all of the lantana here around both trees and getting the coleus planted. I have 6 coleus planted around each tree, and I left a big open space on both sides so that I can plant something evergreen, so these trees won't, have a period with nothing there. I'll show you just in a few minutes, but right now let's take a peek here at this New Guinea impatiens that I planted. They are really looking good. Not to mention the Superbena pink cashmere that I transplanted. If you look, you will see that they are actually starting to bloom. So there's some parts that still have a little stressed look from the transplanting, but in spite of that, they are blooming. So I love that. Now this little empty space back there, I want to plant something that will be an evergreen year-round interest in that corner. Or I might add something that stands tall, perennials of some type that will stand tall behind the Superbenas. Now here's my front porch. I've taken down my winter decor and I've put out my spring. So I have a new mat. I have, of course, faux petunias, my faux evergreens, and my wreath, which I have a wreath that is basically a plain wreath, and I always add flowers. There I did pink and white, which I typically do every year, some variation. And then I have a new little kitty cat with bird on the head right there in the corner, which will be behind the grasses as they grow. And as we come to this side of the front porch, you will see these New Guinea impatiens are doing well also. And my azalea, it's a white azalea, is starting to bloom. Now as we head down here to the corner, the last Superbena pink cashmere that I transplanted is doing really well, and it has a bunch of blooms on it also. So I'm just really happy with how these Superbena are handling their transplanting, and I think they're going to really add a nice beautiful flush of pink and white on the corners of the flower beds on each side. Now if you look at this bed here, just like the other bed, I have 6 coleus, and you will notice like a big empty spot on both sides. That is where I want to put something evergreen. I don't know what, right around in this area. So I don't know what. I will figure it out. Maybe some loropetalum or something like that. Here's the other side with the empty space, and then of course as you come around the front, there's the lantana that will come up with the coleus in between. And one other thing I want to mention, in front of the coleus, I plan on planting some type of annual, like maybe some more impatiens or some begonias. I'm kind of leaning for begonias to kind of go in between and kind of curve from one lantana to the next. So that will be my next planting adventure up here in the front garden. But for now, this looks really good, and I can't wait for the lantana to come out and everything to be in bloom. And if anyone has any suggestions of what a good evergreen shrub, low growing shrub though, that would be perfect for, as you see right in front of you, that big empty spot. There's another one that is directly across on the other side of the tree. If there's anything that you have a suggestion of, please feel free to put it in the description box. I'm open to any ideas of filling those empty spaces in. You see this tree here also has an empty space on both sides, so it'll kind of separate the circle bed, making like a front interest area and a back interest area, with the evergreens being like the barrier. It's just because I want these trees to not be empty during the off season. So any ideas you can provide, I am open to them. But otherwise, I think this front garden is going to look really, really pretty this year. And I can't wait for the New Guinea impatiens to really get big and full and mounded. All right, guys, I think we're done here in the front. So now let's get ready to head to the back garden. It is a new day. That is why I have on different clothing. And I am going to plant in this raised bed here. I have some cabbage and some broccoli that I purchased that are on the other side. As you can see, I'm trying out those varieties to see which one does good. But on the rest of the outer edge of this side of the bed, I'm going to be planting cabbage and broccoli from seed that I have, which I actually planted last year. The broccoli didn't do so well, but I'm going to give it another shot. So right here, I am planting the broccoli seeds, and I'm going to put the broccoli on the outer corners. I don't want to do too many broccoli. I just want to see if I can get a better result this year now that I have raised beds. And in between the broccoli that are going to go in each corner, I'm going to do cabbage seeds. I did have some luck with the cabbage that I have right now. It is the Copenhagen cabbage. So that is what I am putting in between the broccolis that will flank each corner. So I have the 2 cabbage on the outer edge that I purchased to try out. I have the 2 broccolis on the corners on that side that I'm going to try out. And on the rest of the bed, there will be broccoli on each corner and cabbage in between all around, with the tomato in the center. So we're going to cross our fingers and hope that this year I have better luck with the broccoli. And I only did a couple cabbage last year and it did good. So this time I'm doing more. So I hope I can get a good crop of cabbage this year as well. So I'm going to continue planting here, and we will see how this turns out in a few months. Cross your fingers, guys. All right, guys. Well, that is it for today. I have my seeds planted, and the day before we started working in the front garden. We've got the coleus out. We've got just a little bit more to do, but we're almost there. So, you guys take care. Try to get in your garden today if you can, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!